My name is Lindsay Haney, and I'm going to be discussing a type of aided augmentative communication system. I am going to be showing an app on the iPad that you could use either in the school setting or home setting. I chose this because I'm a special education teacher and I have some familiarity with this app and a few like it, but these are very versatile. You can completely customize them for your students and their individual needs. So I have found it to be very beneficial. This device that I'm going to show you is best for students who are nonverbal or have poor fine motor skills. This could be used for students in a very wide range of age, say from 3 all the way through high school and beyond. They can use a device such as this to help communicate with others. I have also used this though with a student who does have strong language skills, but there are certain situations where he does struggle to express himself. So throughout the school day, there might be times where he needs either an emotional break or a sensory break, and he does struggle to express when he is in need of those timeouts. But through a device such as this, he's able to better communicate that with his classroom teacher or myself. So this app is called Snap Core First. And this is the home screen, and there are different buttons that you can completely customize. So I've already filled a few of these in. You can see there's breakfast, lunch, break, bathroom, pencil, but then you can also fill it in with words such as I, you, or me, they, mom, dad. Again, you can completely customize this based on the vocabulary that you anticipate your student or the individual that you're working with would need. This works for such a wide variety of ages because each box is labeled with the word, but then you can also input a picture with there. So you can see for the breakfast button, there is a picture of breakfast that goes with it. Or need, there is a picture of holding your hands out showing that you're in need of something. So even if they don't have those vocabulary skills, they're still able to figure out how to complete sentences or phrases based on those visuals. It's also nice too because you can color code different words. This is nice especially in the school setting because you can make a color for maybe academic vocabulary specific to maybe math in one color, science, social studies. You can completely separate those out. But then you can also do a category based maybe on hygiene or personal skills. And so they can look for different colors or even different parts of speeches can be different colors, and they can help use those colors as categories to build their sentence or their phrase. This is also nice because there can be different categories for home too, so if they need to use this at home, there are different buttons that you can input there for whatever their needs might be there. I had a student a few years ago who had a device similar to this, and she was nonverbal, but she also had limited English skills. And so with these devices, you're also able to select the languages. So we had an English tab, but then we were also able to include a Spanish tab for her. So that way at school, if there was a word and she didn't know how to say it in English, she could still use the Spanish version. Or when she was at home, she could still use the Spanish buttons in order to speak with her parents or her brother. This is the free version of the app, so there are some restrictions on there. But then when you have it with your students, then you can download the paid version as well. But I don't know if you can see it. On the free version, you're still able to click certain buttons to make phrases. So up at the top, it says, I need a break. And then there's a speak button. So since this is the free version, it's not going to do anything, but you could press that speak button, and then again, if it was the paid version of the app, the device would then speak whatever that phrase is that the student has created out loud. Since this is just an app on the iPad, again, it's very versatile. You can completely customize those buttons based on your students. Obviously, each individual that uses it has a different set of needs, so you can kind of customize it and make it your own based on each student. There are other devices that their sole purpose is to do something like this, but it is really nice that on an iPad you can get a free app such as this. When my student a few years ago, she had a tablet, and this was the tablet's only purpose, was to translate these sentences and phrases that she was creating on the tablet and then speak that out loud. But in my school, we are one-to-one our students with iPads. So if I have a student who would benefit from something like this, it's really simple to just download it on their iPad and then, again, work with the student to customize the boxes and then figure out what they need from there. So, again, it's very versatile. You can kind of customize it and make it your official. So hopefully somebody else will too.